Good morning, let's vlog. Now I'm warning you, this is gonna be rusty. This is gonna be rusty. It's been a while and sadly last week there wasn't a vlog. I never like to take a week off. I've been doing this 14, 15 years at this point and I really don't like to take a week off. Like we're weekly around here. But yeah, it was just one of those weeks where I'd obviously been away and then I was playing catch up and I just dedicated my time to kind of like others. I didn't really have time in the week to like get done what I needed to get done. You know, sometimes that happens. And sadly, the YouTube video got bumped off the list, which I was really sad about. So we're back. We're doing, I think this is going to be quite long. I'm feeling chatty, so quick warning. But it is a Wednesday. I was woken up this morning by my womb. My period waking me up, not my child, not anything else, but my period waking me up. So that was interesting and a fun way to start the day, but it's fine. In a way, sometimes the anticipation of it and like the before is sometimes for me anyway, like worse than the actual, like the run up, painful, not very nice, hormonal. So I'm kind of just relieved it's here, it's happening. We're gonna get through it. And I'll soon be in that phase of the month when you are just feeling yourself and you are like, watch me go. Anyway, the little one is sorted. He is sorted for the day. Now I need to sort out myself. Now it's like, right, okay, time to tick off my opening shift, which always includes just like top to bottom, going around the house and just making sure like everything is sorted, dishwasher is on, washing is done, stuff is in the tumble dryer, like all those like little bits. I just like to get them done at the beginning of the day. So I know that I'm like starting the day fresh and good and prepared. So all of that is sorted. I've opened parcels, I put boxes away, the whole shebang. That is done. And then I like to get my workout in. I like to have my like morning shower, but before that I want to get my workout in. Today is a 3:30 day. I'm still quite on that and trying to do that twice a week, although I lost, oh my God guys, I lost my Peloton streak. I had a 90-week streak on Peloton. Like, so I was so close to getting up to the 2 years. And I lost it when we were away in New York the second time. I just completely forgot, got back on my Peloton. It was like 1 week streak. I was like, you joking me? And there's no way to cheat the system. Like, not that I would want to cheat the system, but there's no way to cheat the system. So we're starting again. But I'm trying to do at the moment 3 Reformer Pilates sessions a week. And just trying to get those in like in the mornings, in the evenings, maybe like 1 at the weekend. And then between that, trying to do 2-ish of these like 3:30, basically on a walking pad, on a treadmill, anything like that. Setting your incline to 12%, doing it for 30 minutes and having your speed at 3 miles per hour. And it gets you going, but in a way that isn't, I mean, I will get really quite sweaty now, but you're not completely dripping with sweat. And I can still do things whilst I'm doing it, which is always quite nice. I can like do some affiliate stuff and like upload my Instagram story. So I kind of make the most of it. And before you know it, half an hour is gone very, very quickly. I haven't been as good at doing my strength training. I will admit that's the thing that's like been pushed to the side a little bit. I try and do a 20-minute like strength arm workout and then a 20-minute leg strength workout. So doing it with weights. And I will admit that's been, yeah, I probably haven't done that for like a good month now on the reg with like all the travel and stuff. But you know me, I love my routine. Last week I just wasn't able to get back into it, but this week I've been like, no, right, we are back. We are back in the routine. And one thing I've been trying to do as well is I've got a little desk pad for my treadmill. So like yesterday, I probably walked on it for like, I don't know, 2.5, like 3 hours, just sort of doing emails. It's a really good way of writing or doing like admin tasks and also like being a bit more active because otherwise I'm just curled up over a laptop all the time. So these people who are recommending like the walking pads and all that, I don't know, I think they are onto something. So I'm gonna go do my incline walk and then I will be back. Bye. It's always a little bit dusty up here, so excuse that, but this is just, I just got it on Amazon and it fits over perfectly. I can still like adjust the dials and stuff. And then I just go on there, type away, I'm there for hours. I don't know, it really, I don't know, it kind of helps me focus and get in the zone, and I really enter flow state very quickly when I'm walking and working. I'm much less likely to do aimless scrolling. Okay, more than halfway. You know how earlier I was like, doesn't make me sweat that much. Whoa! Doesn't make me sweat that much. It's really easy. There you go. That is a bit more like it. Oh my gosh. I was so sweaty. I always forget that when you work out, especially like day one of your cycle, your body temperature is higher, right? So you're a little bit more prone to turning into a tomato than you normally are. But I'm feeling fresh. I had my morning smoothie. I'm good. I'm hydrating. And actually, I wore my hair in the natural wavy situation today. And I haven't done this in a while. If you've seen me with waves in the last couple of weeks, it would have been with the GHD, like the really skinny rod. Just whenever like I'm away or I'm traveling, I just find it easier. It involves like less products for me just to wash my hair, dry it, and then just like that, doing that takes me like all of about 5 minutes to style my hair. So it's just like very quick and easy and it stays really well. Like the next day it doesn't really require any styling. I can just like put my fingers through it and it's done. But I really wanted to try some new products and I feel like they've worked really well. I was a bit worried that I'd gone a bit overboard. If you missed my Glossier New York vlog, I'll link it in the corner for you. That was my last video and it included quite the old school Sephora haul. And I got the Crown Affair, the texturizing air dry mousse. And I also got the Rose Milk Hair Serum 3-in-1 hydrating leave-in. I got this from Credo, I got this from Sephora. I think it was someone that I follow on Substack, that this was their like wavy curly hair routine. So I did about, I don't know, 4 pumps of this, like all over. I had my hair like super wet out the shower and then just put it through and like scrunched it in. And then I put a really tiny amount of this hair serum, just like 1 pump on my hand and kind of smoothed it over, scrunched it in, and then did the same on the other side. And then I just blow dried it with the Dyson with my diffuser on and I'm like, oh, okay, that's worked. I was really worried. I thought I'd gone really overboard. It's like, I don't know, it always goes like a little bit frizzy when I leave it to go like in its natural way, but I don't really mind it too much. So I'm super happy with that. That feels like a good combination. Doesn't feel like it's weighed my hair down at all. I feel like the waves are there, they're really defined. So I'm really happy with that. So I just left those out so I could show you. One thing I've just repurchased and I had Space NK indulge points. So it's technically free. I feel like I never really talk about this. I talk about the Tan Luxe, the gradual, all the time. That is my every other day self-tan of choice. One day I oil my body, the next day I tan my body. That sounds really high maintenance, but it's so quick. I apply it in the same way that I do body moisturizer. So it takes me 5 minutes, like top to bottom. It's very quick. And yeah, I do it all over year round. I don't know, I just, I don't know. It's like, it's good for the old mental health for me just to do it all over. Oh, I didn't even realize it had a little hanger in there. That's quite handy. This is the Coco and Eve mitt. This is the best mitt. The best mitt. I've tried them all. This is the best one. It's lasted really well, but on the inside it does have plastic and the plastic's gone. So my hands are getting a little bit tanned, which obviously defeats the whole point. So I've just repurchased another one of these. They're on Space NK. If you've got Space NK indulge points, knock yourself out. It was £12. I put that in the washing machine normally. That's lasted me, I think I had that in like the old flat. So I'm like, that's lasted me like a good 4 years plus. That's good for a tanning mitt. And then also I just wanted to show you, I'm loving this one. I'm loving this one. It's really interesting. So these are the Glossier fragrances. No, I think I did share them with you in the last one because we got them at the party on the way back. Rev and De. I'm seeing a lot about Rev online. I don't know, I thought this one would be like a little bit too sweet for some people, but I wore it yesterday and I'd say at the beginning it starts, I feel like it's a bit like black cherry. I think the official note is plum, but on me it's a bit like cherry-like. But I didn't feel super sweet throughout the day. I don't know, kind of like mellow throughout the day, and I did like it. But the one that I go for the most is this, the creamy one, De, which is their like slightly more woody, kind of soft version of You. Like You is a little bit more peppery. You to me sits somewhere in the middle, and then like this is on one side, and then Rev is on the other side. This really reminds me of, I think it's called Dauson from Diptyque. Is that the one? I feel like I need to go in the store and like give them a sniff. But there was one from Diptyque that I wore for quite a while. I think it was Michael Bublé's fragrance of choice for some reason. Why don't I know that random piece of information? And I really like that. Like, it felt very unisex. This feels very unisex, and I really like that. Yeah, I feel like that's everything Beauty-wise, I'm just using like the same cleansers, the same moisture, like everything's the same. Everything is the same. I'm just gonna film my makeup for real. I'm gonna try and do a little like 5-product face. I've been feeling a little bit spottier than normal, but I feel like that is to be expected with travel and also just eating like sugar, just back to back. Oh my gosh, it was so great. But not really being very on it when it comes to my wellness and my well-being. So, but the red light is amazing for that. Whenever I then start using the red light every single night, it really sucks them up and sorts that out. So let's put some makeup on, and then I'm so excited. I was just thinking in the shower about like how I'm gonna dig into my wardrobe. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna be in my wardrobe like all afternoon, and I can't bloody wait. Okay, makeup on. I used Ilia, the Super Serum, scratching down like this, the Ilia Super Serum Concealer with Makeup by Mario, whatever it's called. You know, the like cream bronzer that I use all the time on the cheeks. I'll link all this down below. And the Anastasia Brow Freeze. Oh my gosh, it's incredible waterproof mascara that I found. I think it was like £12 or something, but I really love like the fluttery look that it gives. And then I just use the Merit Beverly Hills on the cheeks and a little bit on the lips. Done and dusted. Okay, here is the issue. This is what we're going to solve with this video. I feel like sometimes when you go away, you come back and you're really excited to be back in your wardrobe and you've like missed everything and you feel really reinvigorated and you're like, oh my gosh, like, I can't wait to make all these great new outfits, and you're really like in the mood. Or I feel like I was away for the best part of 2 weeks. Then I came back. Last week was also a little bit crazy and I'm just a bit like confused. Well, number one, I guess we are now really in autumn. Like it can be quite cold in the UK. I guess we're kind of like 15-ish. I don't know what the temperature is today. 15, 17 is as good as it's getting, which is fine. That's really jumper jeans, sandal season. Like I'm here for it. But it's also been very wet and quite miserable. The fact that the sun is out today is lovely and I'm feeling it. Like it's the first time I've seen the sun in a while. I've also been on a bit of a spree of buying things, which I think sometimes, like, you know, when just things are coming in, so you're just wearing the new things, you're not actually concentrating on what you want to wear or what you already have in your wardrobe, you're just kind of wearing the newness. And yeah, I don't know, I just feel a bit like I hate everything in my wardrobe, which is so dramatic. But you know what I mean? We've all been there when you're like, this is mad. I have my dream wardrobe, like teenage Anna, 20-something Anna would be freaking out at this wardrobe. It really is my dream wardrobe. But at the same time, I'm feeling uninspired and I'm feeling like I don't like anything. I want to get rid of everything. I want to start from fresh. We have all been there. So the idea with like today's vlog, the main kind of reason for the video is I hate my wardrobe. Let's do something about it. And kind of trying some different things. 4 steps, like 4 different experiments to try. I feel like number 1 is rearranging, because I did do a bit of a rearranging when I came back from holiday. I was feeling so overwhelmed. Obviously, like I'd just been living out of a suitcase for basically 2 weeks. I was feeling a bit overwhelmed. So I tried to make like a mini wardrobe here. And I was like, I'm just going to work out of this section. But then the other day I was trying to put together an outfit and I was like, wait, where's my brown? I think I'd forgotten where I'd put this brown jacket. And then I started freaking out that I'd left this brown jacket in New York. I didn't even take it to New York with me, but like I'd forgotten what I'd done. And I was like, it's not here. It's not here. Oh wait, it's here. Like I've got jackets in 3 different places. That just feels, I don't know, just not, like, my brain isn't computing that. And I've got like some jumpers here, but then I've also got some jumpers up here. And like, I don't know, I just feel like I can't really see very clearly what I've got. So I think I'm going to go back to having this section here as my current section. This section here is my like out of season stuff. So like really deep winter, but also like summer things. This is my tracksuits. And then this again is like out of season. So I think I need to do a rearrange first, instead of basically having like, this was my current, this is like current but not wearing. Like it was just too confusing. So I think number 1, have a rearrange. Like I like to color code my knitwear. I feel like my bags are looking a bit all over the shop. The shoes are looking fine, but just a bit of a rearrange always helps you to like see what you've got, appreciate what you've got. So step number 1, tidy up. Okay, that's taken me all of about 15 minutes. And already I feel so much better. Everything just looks a little bit neater and it just felt a bit disjointed. But now I'm like, oh
Oh, just looking at it, I'm like, this just makes so much more sense. I have my jackets with all my jackets. Like, basically, I'm playing with this section of my wardrobe. I just moved. To be fair, there wasn't anything that I needed to move over here. There was more just things that I needed to rearrange over here, and then a few bits, like a few jumpers and bits I needed to put here. And it's a very good reminder. Like, here I have 3 long sleeve brown tops. Like, was I very tempted by a COS brown top literally last night when I was like browsing in bed? Yes, I was. So it's a good reminder of what you have, collating everything together. It made me excited as well. I was like, oh my God, I'm really excited to wear those. Like, oh yeah, I'm really excited to like wear these trousers or like try these jeans or that top. So already that has just got the old synapses firing. That's exactly what I needed. So step number 1, if you too are feeling just like you hate everything in your wardrobe, you might just need a little bit of a tidy up. I mean, you could edit, you could, get rid of stuff, you could declutter if you wanted to. I feel like I have done that to the nth degree, that like everything here I feel very strongly about and I'm super, super happy with. So I didn't feel the need to do that today. It just needed a rearrange. Oh my gosh, it looks so much better. It looks so much better. But once you've done a tidy up, there's 3 things I'm going to give a go today, like 3 little methods to try. So method number 1, I've seen Alison talk about this. I've seen Reva talk about this on Substack. She has a brilliant Substack called Troop. Basically, taking an outfit that you like, so an outfit that you've worn recently, or just an outfit that you want to wear, or like a really basic uniform. Could be literally like jeans, t-shirt, and some loafers with a trench coat. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to be something crazy, but just take an outfit that you have worn recently and liked, or an outfit that you feel great in, and then just change one thing. You could easily do like 7 outfits, just changing one thing. And obviously the 7th outfit is going to look very different to that first outfit, but just tweaking, changing, shifting, changing a bag, changing a top, changing a jacket, just like throughout, and just seeing where you end up. I kind of love that. I love the idea that at the end of this afternoon, I'm just going to have my own little lookbook. I could even make a mood board. I do love a good old Canva mood board. But yeah, basically just starting somewhere, changing one thing, you end up here. Change one thing, you end up here. And then just seeing where we end up. I might do that after lunch because the old woo makes are really kicking in. So I think I need to up the old ibuprofen and have an old food break because I'm feeling a bit peckish. So we're going to come back. I changed into my Donny bottoms because I was just like, I cannot be wearing jeans right now. And I was like, I also need to eat pasta. I need pasta in my body. And I've got out some tomatoes. I was like, that's a bit of health, but I also think, you're a bit wonky. I also think I just want to grate some cheese, put some cheese on top. Cheese and pasta, there you go, that's my lunch today. But I was opening some PR parcels and I was like, oh my gosh, what a brilliant day of PR. Thank you, Jamie, for the bottle of red, how lovely. And then there's some newness from Vive, and actually, I was literally looking at this on the Space NK website this morning. You have read my mind. This is a new Soul Shadow in Gilt. Look at that. So gorgeous. Obviously, like this color and this color sing to me. They sing to me. I love a quad. I love a single these days. Like, I just haven't been reaching for like a big palette as much as I normally do. So thanks so much for sending that, Jamie. I think you've brought out like a red, I'll just show you. A brick red lip product. I really like that. Like, that it's not like an obvious red. It's like more of like a natural rusty red. And then I think there's a matching blush balm to go with it. Love that. I just love Jamie. She's just isn't Jamie amazing?
Yeah, brilliant.
Her and Jack are just like some of the nicest people in the industry, so I'm always here to support what she is doing. So that was that. Thank you, Jamie. And then I opened up this from L'Occitane and like practically almost cried. I was like, that is so nice. I know, like, the Space NK advent calendar is the one. I don't know, I think it is really, really, really good this year. I did a piece of work with them on it, and then my friends were all like, yeah, who's that advent calendar going to? And I was like, me, sorry. It's wonderful and lovely and like ridiculously good value for money. But if you've got a L'Occitane lover in your life, like, how cute is this? It was all rolled up, so it like comes rolled up like this, obviously like reusable as well. Little products in each one, and then like in some of them you've got these pockets, so you've got these reusable pockets, reusable pouches. This would be great for your handbag. Like,
just so well thought out. I always think they do a really well thought out advent calendar. So if I can find a link for that, I'll link that down below for you. Then we have a PR box from Manor. I have to say I'm very excited to try their new perfume. This is not the new perfume, but I have seen it across people's feeds. I'm really intrigued by it. I saw someone, was it Tony on TikTok? She did like a sniff. She's really into perfumes and she really liked it. Most people I've seen review it have said they've really liked it. I'm just really intrigued. Like there's now Glossier Rev, Glossier Doux, now there's Merit. Like I love that basically my two favorite beauty brands are like releasing perfume at the same time. But this is their kind of their great skin lineup. Oh, it's very nice. It's a very satisfying PR box. I actually haven't tried this, the Great Skin Moisturizer. So that is going straight upstairs. But yeah, what an amazing posting. Thank you so much, boys. So grateful. I feel like I'm such a grandma in the content creator space these days, like to still be on PR lists. I'm like, thank you. That's very, very kind of you. So this, love. Right, let's have some pasta and cheese.
Okay, let's get into the meat of it. I've got my water. I've got my music going, obviously turned off for YouTube reasons, but I'm like, I'm ready to relax into this, to find some really cracking outfits that I'm really excited to wear and to fall back in love again. So everything is looking organized. Love that for us. And now I'm going to do that experiment of putting on an outfit that I wore the other day, really liking, and then changing one thing and like seeing where we end up. So on Monday, we went out for lunch and I really liked my outfit. I think I was wearing these jeans. I think I had on a white t-shirt, all of my white t-shirts. I think aside from my St. Agnew one, which is like a little bit baggy, so like wouldn't really be the right vibe, all of my white t-shirts are in the wash right now. So I'm going to do these. And I actually think I took this and put it like around my shoulders. So I'm just going to wear this. And then I think I had on my black loafers and my trench. So let's get that on now. Okay, so this was the initial first outfit. I'll do like a big mega link down below and I'll just try and like link everything instead of like needing to talk through every single item. So if there's anything you like look up, I'll make sure it is linked in some way, shape or form down below for you. But I like this one because it's just really simple. It's really simple. It's really classic. I've got the undone feel with like my hair down and the jeans are like a little bit baggy. So that allows it to feel quite undone. Ultimately, a trench with loafers is always going to feel quite classic. This Dragon Diffusion bag added a little bit of texture. And then I had a bit of polish going on with the jewellery as well, which is like always a big thing for me. What should I change about this? I really like this outfit. Maybe I would try it with a different bag. Okay, this is the vintage YSL bag. Yes, I love it with the bag. I feel like whatever bag this outfit goes with, for me anyway, it needs like a bit of texture, a bit of pattern, like a bit of something to it, or else it all feels a little bit smooth, a little bit plain. Okay, I like that. I might mix up the jacket. Let's like try this with a different jacket. This jacket always like dresses things down a bit for me, but I love that it is the chocolate brown colour. I don't know, it just adds a bit more richness and warmth instead of in the black. I actually sold the black and switched it for the brown. I much prefer it, and I prefer it with the black like loafers as well. Okay, so what's that, like 4 outfits? It goes really quickly and it's really kind of easy to do because you're just changing out one thing. What about if I might change the trousers. It's funny because as I was trying this one on, I was just like, oh, I think I'm going to like this outfit, but I don't think I'm going to love it. But this is proof as to why you need to like physically try the clothes on your body, because I just put this on and was like, oh, this is probably one of my favorite ones so far. Everything is the same as before. I just switched out the jeans. Please excuse the creases in these because I am an ironing girly these days. I love to iron. It brings me a lot of peace. And for some reason, these are not ironed. It's really upsetting me. I'm like, oh, these would look so much better with an iron over them. But anyway, we can do that afterwards. I feel like maybe there's a bag switch that I could make. Okay, in a way it was quite tricky to switch the bag here because I don't really like smooth leather with smooth leather. So I did try this on with my Cézanne Milo bag, and I actually really like the colours together, but I didn't like smooth leather on smooth leather. Smooth leather on smooth leather. That's really hard to say. So I went for my St. Agnew bag, which is kind of a similar colour, but just has that woven texture to it. I much prefer how that looks. I feel like I want to do a jacket switch, like adding a bit of texture. Oh, I love this. I love when you find combinations in your wardrobe. Like every single thing I've had for a while, the shoes are relatively new, but everything else I've had in my wardrobe for quite a while. I love when you find a new combination and you're like, oh, new combination unlocked. I love this one. I really fell back in love with this suede jacket when I went to New York. It was the only jacket that I took with me. I ended up wearing it every single day. I love like the semi-awkward length on it. Like, I don't know, I've got quite a long torso. So I feel like my long torso can handle this like midi length coat. I love the color of it. Oh, I just love it so much. I am so in love with this. I kind of want to try this with my leopard print shoes. I think I would love this with my slightly more cropped white jeans as well, but they are filthy and are in the wash, so that's not going to happen right now. Really like them with the leopard print shoes. Of course I love them with the leopard print shoes. I feel like because we've lost the element of black, which I don't mind, you know, I'm trying to veer off from wearing black so often these days. I don't know, but I like the idea of maybe trying a black jumper instead. There you go. I love that one too. Oh my gosh, I've just done 8 outfits back to back. It's taken me 15 minutes. That includes like the spiel of filming it. And I'm super happy with each one. I would happily rewear each one. They all felt really casual, but like in line with my 3 words. Speaking of which, I literally did a Substack at the weekend that was like how to reconcile a more active life with feeling polished, feeling put together, feeling pulled together. So I will link that Substack down below for you. But yeah, also this is going to be a Substack. If you want it in like written format and you want to see the pictures, I will link it all down below for you as well. This has been such a fun experiment. 10 out of 10 would recommend. The other 2 things I'm going to do, I've tried before, but I've never tried to do this before. And I'm like, oh, it makes so much sense because you're only switching one thing. It feels quite low risk. It feels quite low load on the brain. You're not like thinking of coming up with something from scratch like every single time. You're just making these tiny little tweaks. And if you're having a day like I'm having today when I'm just like, I'm feeling bloated, the idea of like trying on loads of clothes is a bit like, oh, I don't know if I can be bothered. It's getting cold, you know, it's getting cold. This is a really good one because all you're doing is switching one thing. It's just very low effort, but you're getting really good, tangible, usable, practical results. So out of that, I've got 8 looks. 8 looks. Done, dusted, love that. So step 1 is organizing. We've done it, we love it. Step 2 is just switching one thing using an outfit that you love and feel great in. Love that. Oh my gosh, give that a go. Like give that a go tonight, give that a go right now if you can. It's a good brain tickle as well. Like I got 8 looks out of that and I could have easily done more. I could have kept going. So love that just as a kind of starter exercise. Now we're moving on. Experiment number 3 is using yourself as inspiration. Oh yeah, like you've had good ideas. Maybe last year you had some really good ideas in autumn. Maybe there were some bad ones as well, but maybe there were some good ones that you like, or maybe there were some that were just like mid that you want to tweak. But just having a look back through your phone setting, like I love 1 year ago today. Boom, 1 year ago today. Looking at Baby Ralph is everything. Well, not Baby Ralph at the time, but you know what I mean? Like now I look back and I'm like, oh my God, it was so tiny. And because I do what I do, I have lots of outfit selfies on there. But even if you don't have outfit selfies, you might just have photos of you wearing outfits. So you can kind of go check them out, have a little look and see if there's any that I'd either be looking for ones that you really like or ones that you like elements of, but just want to tweak a little bit. I found 4, and obviously I'm going to be able to recreate them because they've come from my wardrobe. So number 1 is this look. I'll put it up on the screen now. Actually, I sadly don't have this trench. I mean, it is stunning. It was loaned for a Net-a-Porter job, and I think it was from Lisette, and it did eventually go down in the sale, and I was so tempted. I mean, that is a really nice trench. If ever I find that on like Vestia or something, I might need to make a purchase. But the jeans are these that I'm wearing. The t-shirt I have. The bag was sadly a loan, but I'm sure I have something similar. And the shoes are Arquette. So I've got most of those things in my wardrobe already. And I love the sort of the tonal look, like the white with the browns. Let's give it a go. Okay, so the colour of this trench isn't as spectacular. I don't know, I like it with this outfit, but I'm like, oh, that kind of greeny khaki colour really works so well. But you know what? There is a Burberry trench that I left behind in New York. Like I knew I was leaving it behind. I didn't intentionally leave it behind. I couldn't stop thinking about in a vintage shop, so I did end up purchasing it. And it is, to be fair, very similar to that Lisette one. So there you go. There was that like Lisette one obviously planted a seed. And I think with more of a khaki colour than more of a beige, I think this outfit will work even better. But I do like it. And this is like an outfit that would so easily work for like going to London for meetings, for events, even stuff at the weekend with the little one if it wasn't too muddy outside. So yeah, there you go. Past Anna. Well done. Outfit number 2 that I want to create is this one. This was created during a Alison Bornstein session. I can tell because of the mess on the floor. And I think I was asking her for some ideas of how to style this. It might be the suede. Now I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, I think that was my black vintage suede shirt that I regrettably ended up selling, but it was just a little bit too tight. You know, when you're like, oh, this is just a little bit too tight. I wanted to be able to layer with it and I just couldn't with that. So it left, which is sad, but I've definitely got ways of recreating this. And I think I wouldn't do the shoe with the bag now. That feels like a little bit too on the nose, but I think there's a remix of this outfit that I could make work. So let's see what we can do. I love this because this is just slightly remixed, like same sort of silhouette, same shapes, similar colors, but just feels a little bit more like this year's version. So the jeans are the same, the shoes are the same. Instead of wearing something high neck underneath, I just think I've learned that I prefer a bit of skin around this area. Like whenever I wore something high with something over the top and like open, I don't know, I just didn't like love it on me. So I've just got on a vest top underneath that goes quite low at the front. So I've still got a little bit of skin here. I've done the same necklace. I took off my earring because I think when I wear this necklace, I now just, for right this second, I just prefer it without an earring. And then I actually took off the belt because the belt just felt a bit busy. And then I wore it with this Madewell brown suede bag just to add a little bit of texture into it and kind of, I don't know, I didn't love the matchiness of the shoes and the bag right now. Not really feeling it. Maybe I will in the future. But yeah, I like this one. This is just easy. I don't know. This feels like what I should be reaching for at the weekend when I'm just like, oh, I just want to be like easy breezy. And then I could easily just throw over the trench and be done and ready for the day. So I like this one. The third one I want to recreate is this. I mean, this is simple. I feel like I'd want to also see it with a coat over the top just because it does feel like wearing a jumper. Oh, I don't know. It's tricky. The weather's tricky. Okay, right now it's 20. Okay. It's a really weird day today. It's like a bit humid. So I guess we could still be in knitwear without a coat. I don't have these jeans anymore. They're a little bit tight on the waist, but I definitely have wide leg denim for sure. So let's see how I would style that for this year. So some elements are exactly the same. The cardigan is the same. The necklace is the same. These jeans, you might recognize these jeans. These are my Agoldi Dame jeans, the one that have the turn up in them. I've had them like stitched like this for a while. I don't know. There was something in me that wasn't loving the turn up. So when I had my seamstress come here and we were like playing around with some lengths on like trousers and stuff, I was like, oh, could you like take the turn up out of these? I could always put it back in if I wanted to. The fabric is like still there if I did want to turn them back up. But I was just like, just as more of like an oversized, extremely wide leg, flared leg. Sorry, it's because I'm doing a really weird pose because otherwise I can't see myself in the mirror. If I stand here, I can see myself. Yeah, just a very wide leg, sort of semi-flared jean option. I don't know, I just thought I'd get more wear out of them like this, but the option is still there to turn them up if I want to. So yeah, these have had a little makeover. I've got on my Le Monde Barrel loafers. Oh my gosh, these loafers. I feel like I talk about them all the time. They are really expensive, but they're to me the loafer version of what my Dear Francis Park boots are. If you ever got yourself the Park boots from Dear Francis, which are sadly gone, they're like gone, they're done, dusted, they're discontinued, which I'm so sad about because they are like the best pair of boots. They're so good. And they're so light and they're so buttery and require no breaking in. Same with these loafers. Like I did like 18,000 step days in New York. Completely fine. Anyway, bag wise, I thought it was crying out for a big bag again. It was giving big bag energy. And I was like, actually, I really like the suede with the knit, with the denim, with the leather. I don't know, I felt that looks like a nice little combination. So this is a good working from home, 20-degree day, what do you know, number. Okay, I've got one more outfit. I still own every single piece of this outfit. I love this jacket. I love these jeans. I love these, like I love everything about this outfit. So I just saw this and was just like, just a reminder to myself that this is a cracking outfit and you need to wear it again. And there you have it. Isn't it funny? It's exactly the same as it was last year, but it feels different. I don't know. Is it like Am I wearing my hair different? I've got different earrings in. Like, I don't know, that attitude. It's the 2024 attitude. Like, I don't know. It just feels like fresh and a little bit different, but it is exactly the same. Every single item is exactly the same. I mean, I just love any outfit with this coat. I am like, yes, I love it. I got it secondhand 4 odd years ago now, probably. And it's fab. One of my best secondhand buys. I feel like I can make good secondhand jacket and coat buys. That's my like special skill. And bags. To be fair, the majority of my designer bags are secondhand. That's where I find the good deals. But yeah, I love this one. I need to take a picture. Step 3 complete. Step 3 complete. And that was a really nice one to do as well. It's always fun to take a little walk down memory lane. Always a good reminder that you love what you have in your wardrobe already. So highly recommend. So the final step number 4, is to dig in to your inspiration. Whatever that is for you. Do you have it saved on Pinterest, Instagram? Do you make your own mood boards? Do you cut things out of magazines? Whatever it is that you do, take that like pool of inspiration. And before it turns into something spendy, like I was doing this last night, and I was definitely like thinking, oh, I need a new this. Oh, I could do with a brown jumper. Yeah, I could. But before it turns into that in your head and it turns into like purchasing chatter, channel that energy and excitement into recreating those looks within your wardrobe already. We're not talking piece by piece recreations necessarily. Heck, it might just be like a color palette that you like the look of. It might just be an idea of pairing a trench with something in a very particular way. Like it's more just the ideas, the shapes, the colors, just like the general vibe. You don't have to own every single exact piece from the photo, video, whatever inspiration you're drawing from. In fact, it might just be like, is it just that it's an oversized t-shirt? It doesn't even need to be grey t-shirt. Is it just that it's an oversized boxy short sleeve t-shirt? Is it that the skirt has quite an A-line feel to it or a flow feel to it? Like think more in like generic terms rather than like exact items. I know that when I recreate outfits, I definitely go for like more trying to find the exact item within my wardrobe. Maybe that's because what I tend to save is things that like I know that are possible for me. Maybe there's more exciting and like out there and challenging inspiration that I could save. But I guess what I'm stressing here is like it doesn't need to be the exact same item, and to not feel constrained by either. Like add your flavor, add in leopard print, add in color, add in jewelry, like add those little tweaks, those little like pieces that make the outfit you. I actually feel like this is a good place to end because I think the beginning 2 exercises like really get you warmed up. Like now I'm like, oh yeah, I can do this. I was screen grabbing so many things last night. I do not know where to start. Oh, let's start here. I was in my YouTube like subscription feed and I saw this image from Thanks to Fashion. She's called Mashid. She does incredible videos. I'll link her down below. But I really liked this look and I was like, oh, that's a cool look. Like it involves a method of layering that I probably wouldn't think of like off the bat, like putting a suede jacket over a denim jacket or a denim shirt over a t-shirt. She did this whole video called Ultimate Full Layering and it was brilliant. I'll link it down below for you. I really enjoy her style. I really enjoy her videos. I love watching her talk about clothing. Like she's a real comfort YouTuber for me. So I'll link her down below for you. But I saw that and was like, oh, I like the look of that. There's no bag in the look. There's no shoes in the look. So that's up to my own interpretation. But I just liked the idea of layering in that way. So let's see how that works. This outfit has surprised me. It's been a labor of love. It's been a labor of love. My learnings from this are that whatever you put over the top, I mean, this is obvious, but whatever you put over the top needs to be quite loose and flowy. I tried it with my Arghet brown suede jacket and it was just so like stuffy. It was like too many collars. Whereas with this suede jacket, which I mean, I love the suede jacket, this feels a bit more like loose and it's almost given me a barn jacket. This is a complete accident. I was just like rolling this. I was going to roll the sleeves of the denim jacket up because the sleeves of the suede jacket are quite short. So I was going to like get those out the way and then ended up kind of rolling them over the top of the suede jacket and was like, oh, I love that. I love that. I mean, I'm nice and warm today, let me tell you. This is not an outfit for today, but it could be an outfit for tomorrow. And I think with it, I just wanted like a really simple bag. So I just put on my loewe puzzle. I was like, I don't really want to add like another texture or another color. I've got on my brown suede shoes. And even that, I'm like, is that too much suede? I think it's all right. I think it works. But yeah, I love this one. Oh my gosh, genius layering. I'll link that video down below for you. I found it so inspiring. And like I said, I just love how she talks about style. I could like listen to her talk all day long. Whenever I'm looking for ideas online, I feel like this picture comes up all the time. I feel like there's a close-up of this as well that I see all the time on Pinterest. I mean, it's simple. It's just like a rain mac, a suede bag. I mean, that looks like it could be the row number, who knows? And then basically like an all black outfit underneath with the leopard print shoe. Like, I could do this. I know I've been like, we don't need to copy like bit by bit, but I'm like, this is an outfit that I want to copy bit by bit. I'm like, I love the look of this. So let's do that right now. Oh yeah. This is one of those ones, you know, when you're putting it on, and as you're putting it on, you're like, yeah, this is looking good. I've got the Totem car coat, Madewell bag, my Totem shoes, some Still Here jeans, an arcade jumper that I've had for ages. Yeah, this is just one of those outfits that I'm like, I kind of, I was going to say like, someone invite me out right now, but then I'm also like, oh, the thought of putting on some cozy elasticated waistband trousers and just watching Real Housewives of New York. That is what I will be doing in about 2 hours time once I've wrapped up filming for the day. But I love this. I love this so much. And actually, there was quite a few outfits that were almost like riffs off of this outfit that I also screen grabbed. So there's a few little like switches that I want to make. Not me on Pinterest and then like finding the Waitrose ad that I did. I was like, that is so cool. It's like a professional ad on Pinterest that Mark and I just shot together, like in the kitchen. I was like, right, screen grabbing that. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, this one. So again, very similar. I don't have a burgundy bag, although damn, that makes you want a burgundy bag. But just the idea of like rolling up the jeans a little bit, putting a grey jumper over the shoulder. I'm like, yeah, I feel like maybe my actual more traditional trench coat would be better at this. But yeah, like, let me give this one a go. I kind of love that all you've done is like rolled the jeans a tiny bit and like thrown a jumper over the trench, and it's like, oh, it just feels really relaxed, thrown on. I kept the bag the same. This is obviously the jumper from earlier. This is a pair of Still Here, what ones are these called? Childhood jeans. I'd say if you're 5'7", Still Here is a brand to really check out, because it feels like 5'7" is their core customer. Like, I didn't feel the need to get any of the jeans that I bought from them tailored at all. They were all like the perfect length. So food for thought, the more you know. Oh, and then this was like Appendix C. A little bit more classic. So I might actually button up what I've got on, but worn with like almost a kick flare, maybe a knitted trouser. Yes. Okay, let's see. This is an example of tweaking something so that it works for you, because when I did up the Totem trench, it all just felt very like, oh, close to the body, wasn't really what I wanted. The Burberry trench that I've bought actually would be a really good piece to recreate this outfit with, because it has that like almost parachute like oversized size. But in my wardrobe currently, this felt like the best pick. And actually, this is a really, really, really good way to wear extremely casual trousers. Like these from Donny, they are pajamas. Like, they are glorified pajama trousers, but putting them with black, they're brown, but like putting them with black really chics them out, and then putting them with a coat like this that feels kind of buttoned up, a bit more like polished, and then also shoes like a Mary Jane, again, feels very polished. The smooth leather bag, like everything feels very polished. So actually these being quite an undone and relaxed piece. Oh my gosh, this is an outfit that I would totally wear today. Okay, I have a few more looks that I want to recreate. I think I'm up to like 16 looks already, which is kind of mad, but I really loved this one. I don't have a brown trench coat. I mean, this photo obviously makes me wish that I did, but I really like the colours of all of this together. So like the denim and the black and the trench, and then, oh, is that a suede trench coat? Oh my gosh, now I love it even more. And honestly, finding the grey jumper of your dreams is such a key piece. Well, it has been for me anyway, because any excuse to wear this, as you probably have realised throughout this video already, any excuse to wear this. Arket men's section have a really similar one in at the moment. I'll link it down below for you. But yeah, let's do that one. I played around with this one for a bit because I wasn't sure if I preferred it with a covered shoe. I'm having a real loafer moment right now. But actually, like, it needed a bit of skin. It was a little bit too like covered up with everything. It felt a bit too like winter. And like, it's autumn. It's really hot. The dentist just called me to like reconfirm an appointment or something, and I am sweating. Let me tell you, talking on the phone, I'm guaranteed to be sweating in about 10 seconds. So actually, yes, this is this is the correct decision to have an open toe shoe on. I don't know. I feel like I really had my my flip-flop moment back at the beginning of the summer, and then I kind of went into more of my sandals and then had like my loafers. But yeah, I will always be a sucker for like a heavy outfit with a flip-flop. I just will. Okay, one more. Whenever there is a like dressing like Carolyn Bessette Kennedy, I'm such a sucker. I'm like, oh, screen grab. So I screen grabbed this TikTok. I mean, it's an all cream outfit with a brown belt. Like, it's so simple. I have those pieces in my wardrobe already, but it's just a good reminder to do tonal. I feel like whenever I'm doing index lookbooks, I'm always like loving putting together tonal outfits for people and like being like, tonal's always a good idea. It's like, you can't go wrong with it. Always looks great. And then forget to do it myself. So let's do that right now. Finally, final one. Okay, I feel like I'm ending on a high. I love this outfit. I love this outfit so much. And it is pure simplicity. It's so simple, so easy. But a few things to note. This is the time of year where I start raving about the Uniqlo cashmere jumpers. The best. I bought 3 last year. I've got this white one. I've got a navy one, which is in the wash right now, and a brown one. And they're brilliant. I bought the men's section ones in a medium for a slightly more oversized fit, just because I've really liked the colours in the men's section. But I have to say, the colours in the women's section this year are far nicer. I feel like sometimes we end up with just like baby blue, pink, yellows, which like is, if that's you and that's your palette, that's fine. But I love like earthy, rich tones, and I always feel like the menswear section has more of those. But like, I also like the fit of the menswear ones. They're just like, I don't know, slightly baggier, roomier. I wash them all in the machine on like a delicate hand wash, cold, with like special cashmere washing. I never tumble dry them. They're fab. I haven't even de-pilled them. That's crazy. That's crazy when I think how much I've worn them. So I'll link them down below for you. Like I said, everything will be linked down below. But I'm like, the Uniqlo cashmere jumpers are something special. And I'm pretty sure they're under £100. I think they're like £95. They're great. They're really good value. But anyway, I've got that on. I've got a déhanché belt on, which is just like fun. And I like that this is brown and like textured in that. I think it's called like the Viper. Then you've also got the brown textured suede bag. This has been a really good video to do because it's reminded me of this bag. And I've like remixed this little section here and brought this bag to the front so I remember it. And then I just got on a black loafer, but I think this would also look really nice with my leopard print ones as well. So I think I'm going to take pictures of both of those options. Oh my gosh, 19 new outfits there. What? That is wild, but like 19 quality outfits where I'm like, I would happily wear that. Like I said, not right this second because the womb is wombing and I just need to get back into those dummy trousers. But tomorrow, absolutely, are formulas that I would wear. So there you go. 4 little ideas: organization, changing one thing, using inspiration from last year, and then obviously like going through your mood boards and recreating things. I think I'm going to save all of those into a folder on my phone. I'm going to do that right now. And now the magic is going to happen. This is where I write a little post about my findings. I'm going to do a Substack on this. So I've got all the pictures. Let's go upstairs and get into my happy place, which is like at my desk, looking out the window, writing and feeling super, super chuffed with my wardrobe. I feel very proud of myself. One day this room will be like a dream office / guest room situation, but it's probably the lowest room down on the list in terms of priorities. Do you know what I mean? Like, for now, we have a desk. I'm able to sit here. It's light, it's airy. We have a sofa bed from our old flat that we like pull out when people come around. Like, it works. I'm extremely grateful to Mark for opening up the skylights earlier, because I walked up and I was like, oh my gosh, it's so cool upstairs. I was like, oh my God, I think this is like the first time I've been cool all day. So this is so nice. I'm going to sit. I've got my laptop here. I'm going to sit. I'm going to write my post. And then that is me done for the day. I've decided to become a iPad adult. Not an iPad kid. I'm an iPad adult. I know there is so much about disconnecting and like less screen time and like not looking at our phones in the morning and like all of this advice, which is good advice, really good advice. Like, do not take my advice on this, but I'm someone who like, I love a scroll. I love reading my Substack inbox. I love watching TV, and I don't know, I'm just like, I feel like I try not to do work on my iPad. My iPad is not for work. So in the evenings, it's out when I'm making dinner. It's out once Ralph has gone to bed. Me and Mark will sometimes literally watch our iPads next to each other. We just watched all 4 seasons of Slow Horses and it was incredible. If you need a good thing to watch together with somebody else, I really recommend Slow Horses. It was so good. It was stressful. My aura ring was like, honey, your heart rate is elevated. It's definitely not a peaceful thing to watch, but it's really, really good. I highly recommend. I now understand when a friend said that like Jackson Lamb is one of their favourite TV characters. I'm now like, yeah, I get it. Amen. Amen. So that was really good, something to watch together. But Mark has started watching Lost from the beginning. And I got really in deep with Emily in Paris. It's so rubbish, guys. It's so rubbish. Like, it's not good TV. Like, Slow Horses is good TV. Emily in Paris, not good TV. But Viv Chen on Substack called it Cocomelon for fashion girlies. And I was like, count me in. And she is so right. It's exactly that. She was just like, put me in front of that with like some snacks and in my pajamas and I'm in my happy place. And I agree. In like 10 days, I watched all 40 episodes and it was great. I highly recommend. So I got to the end of that and then was like, what do I watch now? So I'm back on Roni. I think it's like season 11 or something I'm watching now. And I was a bit like, oh, I feel like I've watched all the good years of Roni. But you know what? Season 11 is still good. It's still good. I still love these crazy women and I just love the New York franchise. I love Atlanta and I always love Beverly Hills as well. So I don't know, that's what I'm going to do with my evening. I'm going to have my like iPad time. But hopefully you've enjoyed this video and hopefully it's inspired you to get excited about your wardrobe because I needed that. I just needed some time to get re-inspired, to try some things on. And if I can do that and feel that good about it on a day when like I do not feel good in my body, do you know what I mean? Like I kind of just want to be lying horizontal right now, I'm not gonna lie. Like that shows how powerful and good it is because I am pumped. I'm genuinely excited to get dressed tomorrow. So yeah, right now I'm back in this was what I ended up. This is kind of my outfit for the day. Honestly, these from Donny, big love. I wear a medium. I'll say this stuff runs really true to size. But yeah, that is it. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry for the lack of vlog last week, like I mentioned. I feel like vlogs are gonna be here to stay going forward. I don't know, it feels like that's the best use of this channel. It feels like that's what you really like watching. I really enjoy making, everyone's a winner. And I like checking in. I feel like I've always got like little things to update you on. So there you go, we are back in the game. I will see you next week and I hope you have a really lovely weekend and start to your week and I'll see you then. Bye.